Why do we have governments? They tax us, they make laws that we are forced to obey or risk being punished. There are any number of reasons that make people question why governments exist. But governments exist for a reason. They provide stability, just as the family does. But the stability that it provides is unique. It can control large areas in populations. In fact, without government, neither large populations or civilization could exist. Government is important. It does things that no other human institution can do, and the most important of its many tasks is to keep those in its charge safe, to keep you and I safe, not absolutely safe, but to keep us safe from preventable evils, in the words of Enoch Powell, to protect us in war and peace from foreign powers, to enforce law and order, to take reasonable measures to protect us. However, that no longer seems to be the case. The tradition of millennia seems to be at an end, as liberalism seems quite content to see the murder of its citizens and to go on with the same mealy-mouthed platitudes. Every year, in summer, Europe suffers its annual terrorism incidents, which seem to be weekly events. These attacks will be big and small. They will normally kill some innocent, and sometimes great numbers of innocents. How often will we be told that the suspect or suspects were known to police? But it never seems to stop these attacks. Instead, the endless war goes on, and those whose duty it is to protect us still demand our loyalty, while showing us none in return. Liberalism believed that it could import endless foreigners, and that liberalism would break them down, just as it had done to white society. The plan was that the foreigners would aid in the breaking apart of white society, and that at the same time the newcomers would also be broken down. But that didn't quite work out as planned. Most of the foreigners remained foreigners, even if they were born in the West. It's the same all over. We all have the exact same problem. Liberalism is not governing us, it is providing anti-government. It is making us unsafe on purpose. It didn't begin at the last election, it has been going on since the 1940s. Our own governments have used immigration to break up our societies, to put in place laws to divide and control us. The newcomers always need our protection because they were unsafe in their own lands, and then once they're here, they need protection from us. In both cases, we are the enemy, and our own governments command the invading forces. We are not allowed to say that we are being invaded because we voted for the government. This is our wish. We want to be invaded. We want laws to divide and control us. We live in the age of anti-government, an age in which our own government works against us. Far too many people still think that governments exist to protect us, but liberalism only exists to serve itself, not to serve us. We are on our own until liberalism is destroyed.